Hello everybody, my name is Eliane Amherd and I'm here in New York to talk about a project by the Bellamy Brothers and Friends. It's an album called Across the Sea and it features American and Swiss artists. Now, two of those friends are, as a matter of fact, the Bacon Brothers, and I'm very thrilled to sit here with Kevin Bacon and Michael Bacon. Thank you for being here.
Thanks for having us.
So you are a big-time movie star, you are an award-winning composer, but yet it seems like you were still thrilled, or it was sort of like a dream come true for you to play with the Bellamy Brothers. Is that right?
Yeah, we played on the Grand Ole Opry stage with them, which definitely that was on my bucket list, and so we checked that off. Yeah, we got to be friends with them in Sturgis, North Dakota, South Dakota?
North Dakota.
North Dakota, yeah. Which is a motorcycle rally.
Okay.
And this little town goes from 6,000 people to 600,000 or something amazingly.
Wow.
And they hire, a lot of country acts and some rock acts, and they hired us to come out and play. And we really like tour buses because we don't get a chance to get on them very often because our tours are always so short. And the Bellamys had this really cool tour bus, and we met them. We said, "Can we come on your bus and look at it?" So we kind of got to be friends and kept in touch. And then they were doing their first anthology record, and they asked us to do what would be a double duet, Bellamy Brothers, Bacon Brothers, and of a song called "Guilty of the Crime."
Yeah.
And then we went and shot a video with them in Memphis. Cool. Which was really fun, and I've always loved their music, and they're really great guys, and it seems like we've sort of, our paths crossed quite a bit, and this new project has crossed again.
Nice.
Yeah.
And so growing up in Philly, did you already listen to those country guys when you were growing up as kids?
I didn't listen to too much country when I was a kid. The first time I ever really came to listen to country was I was doing a movie in a small town in Northern California, and this is long before there was computers and satellite radio and all that stuff. And really the only stations that you could get in this town were country stations. And the character was the type of character that would listen to country, so I tend to kind of immerse myself in the sort of music that the character would be into. And that's when I first started to get into it, but not as a kid, no.
Okay, and do you have a memory of listening or watching the Bellamy Brothers for the first time?
Well, the Bellamy Brothers had a massive hit that was actually on pop radio. It wasn't even on country radio.
Right.
Yeah, Love Flow.
And
so that's real. So I,
Yeah, that was probably 1973, 74, something like that.
Right.
And I was living in Nashville at the time, and one of my best friends down there had recorded that song before they had. And released it,
cool.
and his did make it, and theirs did.
Wow.
So I was one of those things where my friend Gene Cotton was like, I found this song, and now it's, and it's still going. I mean, they tell me it's,
goes, yeah.
They're using it for commercials and stuff now.
And it was a big hit in Germany as well.
Oh, was it?
As a German version. So your contribution to this CD with the Bellamy Brothers and Friends is this quite funny song called 36 Cents.
Right.
You wrote it, is that
yes.
right? Can you tell me a little bit about the lyrics?
Well, it's, I usually introduce it by saying that if you're married or you're with a songwriter, in love with a songwriter, you will find strange things in their pockets. And it's usually change and some flat picks. I always have flat, I don't know where they come from. They're just always, there. And there's some change. And
I actually
then,
don't have a flat pick. I can't believe it.
And then,
Yeah, check your pockets.
right now, if I chew my mouth off, I don't have a flat pick. But anyway, on a normal day. And then the other thing the songwriters are doing is they're writing stuff on little tiny pieces of paper all the time and putting them away. And so it's kind of, if you can write a song about that, that's what that song is about. So it's a little bit of a, I guess, a mortality song, but it's not a grim mortality song.
Right.
It does say when I
quite
die.
Funny.
Yeah, it's not, I don't have any negative thoughts about mortality at all. That's not what I was going for with the song. I just, maybe I should, but I just don't. So it's kind of like what it's like to be a songwriter, and it's just sort of through the lens of somebody who travels and the process of trying to write songs and put them in front of people and hope that the reaction is the way you planned it or that you get any reaction at all. And it took me a long time to kind of structure it, and the guys in the band helped a lot, and I really wanted to do something with a kind of a country flat-picking kind of lead in it, you know, with the instrumental in it. So I originally started it with the instrumental, and then we decided to put the instrumental in the beginning. And it's got a lot of harmonies, which I love harmonies. It's got sort of instrumental licks that I like, and I think it tells the story of what I was trying to put across pretty well, because people seem to like it. And you know, I'm thrilled to, you know, be doing this collaboration, because I think it's really a fun. I love collaborating with other musicians. It's really fun.
So yeah, talking about this melody, it's somewhere between Arabic and Irish.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
What's that all about?
Well, I guess I'm a fan of both of those.
So you just brought them together.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm really drawn to Irish music. I find it really, really visceral, and it's almost disturbing. There's something about it. In fact, today I was with my students. We were looking at Last of the Mohicans, which has in fact, a real Irish piece that was put in there, and they're having these battle scenes with this lilting Irish melody, and it just works perfectly. It's not scary music at all, but there's something about it that is, the Irish have maybe it's a difficult past that comes through in their music, so that it's not happy and wonderful music. It's very emotional and powerful music. So I think I'm drawn to that for that reason.
Okay. Yeah. I was wondering myself, when you were starting out with the band, the Bacon Brothers, did you start in dives with 10 people, or did you go straight to big venues because you were already famous?
We're still waiting for the big venues. We really started in dives. I mean, I think both of us, without even really thinking about it, it wasn't like, okay, now we've got this great idea for a project that we're going to, you know, take our name and try to become an act.
Okay.
You know? It was really just one show, and then that show turned into another one, and then that turned into another one.
Okay, so like,
but it was
natural.
very grassroots. I mean, really grassroots. There were only four of us. It was the two of us and two guys backing us up. A guy played percussion, and another guy played bass. And most of the clubs we would play would be between 100 and 200 people.
Right.
And
better than a dive.
Yeah, I mean, they were dives.
They were dives, yeah.
Yeah, they were dives.
Yeah, the only difference was it wouldn't be 10 people, it would be 100.
Right.
10 people would be our sisters and their family, and then the other 90 people wanted to see what kind of shoes Kevin was wearing, and so they would come too. So it was kind of a good thing, because it started to build very slowly. So if we went and played and 10 people showed up, nobody would ever ask us to do the second job. But I think there's a network of little clubs all up and down the East Coast, and first of all, they heard that we actually could play, which a lot of people were skeptical, and sometimes still are. But that we'd draw some people so that at least, you know, they'd make a little money. So that way we got little offers, and they would come through me, and I was the manager and the booking agent and the caterer and everything. And so eventually we got a manager,
driver.
and then it started to sort of get organized from that. But it was pretty bare bones at first. I mean, we didn't have any people helping us with our gear. And I mean, now I can't even really imagine doing it, you know, without a lot of support, because to put on a professional show, you need a lot of support. We didn't have that at all those days.
And how was the reaction from audience and press? Did they say like, oh no, it's another actor who wants to sing, or did that bother you at all, or?
You know, up to a point it bothered me, although I have to say that I really expected it. It's not like I was shocked by that reaction. I know that, you know, the idea that actors can have some kind of a musical life is just something that really fundamentally irks people.
Right.
And I have my theories about it. I mean, I think a lot of people look at what an actor does, and they sort of say, well, you know, that's probably really not that hard if I look like that guy. You know, and they put cool clothes on me, and I had a bunch of stuntmen doing all my work for me. I could be a movie star too. But I don't think that most people look at Bruce Springsteen and say, oh, that's easy. You know, because they've tried. They've picked up a guitar, they've tried to write a song, they've tried to sing in the shower or whatever. They know that it's something that's really hard to do. So the idea, so that's why it's much more acceptable, I think, for people to cross over from being musicians to acting than the other way around.
Interesting.
And I also know for myself that I'm very, you know, I'm very kind of, what's the word, you know, skeptical when I hear about actors who are musicians. So I knew that would be the reaction. And there was nothing to do about it other than just really, you know, try to keep writing songs and try to keep playing and learn how to play live.
Right, right. So is it at all comparable, your work as an actor, director, to, let's say, performing with a band and songwriting?
I think that there are similarities and there are differences. I think that, you know, when you're an actor, as much as you're called upon to use yourself, you're also saying somebody else's lines, wearing some clothes that they put on you.
Right.
You know, stepping into another man's shoes is the way I like to look at it. When you're a singer or songwriter, you're singing your own songs and you're standing in front of people and saying, look, this is about as close to me as you can get in terms of like a personal expression. I think that live theater is has a lot of parallels to live music in that, you know, you have a show, you do it night after night, you share it with this one real small group of people, and you know, it can go well or it can go badly. And, you know, if it doesn't go well, you're going to do it the next night.
Pick up the pieces.
Yeah, and then and making a movie is more akin to making a record because it's a controlled situation.
Right,
there's editing, there's different takes. So there's similarities and differences.
Okay. And last but not least, you guys working together in a band as musicians, how has that influenced your relationship as brothers?
Well, I think the first thing you can say is if we were in this band, we would see each other a lot less, not because we wanted to, but you know, busy with families and careers and stuff.
Right.
So how many brothers, you know, get a chance to spend 3 days together on the road, you know, eating dinner together. Just, you know, sometimes we're just the two of us and with our band.
Yeah, if they do, that's kind of creepy.
I know, what's wrong with those guys? So that's really good. But I mean, there was never a time in my life where I didn't want to play in a band or have musical projects with my brother. Not because he's a movie star, but because he's a phenomenal partner. And he's really one of my favorite songwriters. I love being a songwriter. I know what the craft is like, and some people know how to do it, and some people are born with it. And he has a wonderful way with lyrics, and also he'll come up with things musically, since I'm a trained musician, that I would never do. But it's about making stuff work that may not be in. If it's a non sequitur and you make it work, it becomes a sequitur. Is there a word sequitur?
I don't know.
We know what you mean.
Yeah, non sequitur.
And you know, it's having a business. You know, we share something, and there's a lot of built-in trust that's there, and it also involves, you know, we have 4 sisters, and they're all big fans of the band, and when we play in their area, they come and we hang out, and so there's a lot of really cool things about it.
Nice, very nice. All right, well, thank you so much, Karen and Michael. Thank you very much. That was it.